Thursday. You know why Thursday is the best day of the week? We're doing chest today, baby. Woo! Yeah. I'm crossing the road right now, trying not to die. We're on the way to the gym. Today's a push day. I'm gonna show you guys what I do for my push days. Let's go. I always start with a warm-up no matter what day I'm doing, whether it's push, pull, legs, upper, lower, doesn't matter. I always start with stretching and a nice dynamic warm-up. Keeps everything loose and it helps prevent injury. After I finish warming up and stretching, I like to start with a set on the bar without using my legs, kind of like a Larson press, just because I feel like it's good to isolate the chest and warm it up a little bit. And then after that, I do some band work just for the purpose of stretching and making sure everything's loose. For my warm-up set, I like to just put a plate on and just do 10 reps, just, to get my nervous system used to lifting weight. That went good. Let's go ahead and load up our first working load. All right, boys, warm up set number 1. Got a lower decky in. Let's get it. This is set number 1. It moved, it kind of stuck a little bit on the first rep there, but I mean, that's normal for me. I don't know why. Some people, they stick at the end. I always stick at the beginning. It's a weird thing. I've been trying to train to get over it. Which is another reason why I'm cutting and decreasing the weight that I'm lifting and also decreasing my body weight and just working on technique. We go into set number 2 here, still moving pretty good. Really, honestly, I feel like this set or the third one might have been my best. And I stole the last rep from myself. But I mean, it still felt good, I'm so bad about not getting a spotter, and I rather just put the shit on the bottom, on the bottom rack. But that's okay. I just re-rack it for myself here. I needed that 5th rep, so I set her back up, and I came back for the 5th. And up. Yep, there it goes. It felt awesome. Still going for my 5x5 here. You can tell that I was getting a little bit fatigued. We're on set number 3 now. The 4th rep was a little bit of a grinder, but it still went up, so I re-racked it and I set back up for rep number 5. Didn't get it, so I just re-racked it on the bottom. I got a spot from my buddy Bruce here, just in case I dropped the weight on my face. I really didn't want to do that, and I feel like it gives me a little bit of a confidence boost, having a spotter, just because you're not as scared of hurting yourself. At least that's how it works for me. Yep, boom, told him 5. Push. And that's number 5 on 190. Then I go for another set. The first 3 I feel like are my reps, but then the last ones I really needed help on those. They were tough for sure, but it felt good. I mean, I felt like I made gains. Push. That's it for the flat bench. Let's move on to some dumbbells. I started with the 60s because I was feeling strong today, and then I quickly regretted it when I only got 3 reps with them. So I ended up lowering the weight and going for higher reps. I just took off 5 pounds and went from the 60s down to the 55s. We're on to set number 3 on the dumbbells here. It's kind of sticking at the front still, but it's still moving good. Moving on to our second to last set. I end up going for a 6th rep here because I feel like I still have more in the tank. And then I go grab the 40s thinking that I would get more than 3 reps because I was gonna go until failure, but 3 ended up being failure, so I take it and I leave. And if you look over in the corner, you notice bro checking himself out in my camera. I would do the same thing. We just finished up dumbbells, came back to the green room, gonna get these chest flies in, let's get it. Moving on to the cables, I go for this variation of the chest fly for 2 sets of 10. And then we go to our second set of 10 here. And then I switch it up to another variation of chest flies for 2 more sets of 10. Moving on to our second set here, you can see my chest popping, the pump was good, this felt like a good workout today. Towards the end here, I try for another rep and it doesn't go, so I just leave it. Next up on cables, we have triceps, so I go for 1 set until absolute failure, which I think ended up being 15 reps. I didn't really count. I just kept going until I couldn't anymore. And here I make a slight adjustment to my form because it feels a little weird. Then we go for another set. I also go until failure on this set, which probably wasn't necessary, but I like to do that sometimes. I don't do it every session, but I do it sometimes. I ended up getting 9 reps on this set. All right, boys, I just finished up on cables. I'm gonna do some delts on dumbbells and then we'll be done. Let's get it, boys. Moving on to dumbbells again, I have, I believe this is called a seated lateral raise. I just go until failure on both sides and I superset that. Switching between grips, I believe it'd be like a supinated and a pronated grip where, my hands are facing parallel and then I turn them to where they're facing horizontal here. Yep. And I just keep going there again until failure. Well, I guess I kind of didn't really go till failure on these. I still left some in reserve because I wanted to do standing lateral raises as well. I ended up supersetting those with these. And I only end up getting 5 reps on each side, but that's okay because I was just going until I couldn't. We're gonna weigh in, see if we're still at the same weight. I've been fluctuating between 178 and 180. I've just been staying at maintenance calories. Let's see where we're at. Let's see the result. 178 even, 177.9. Post-game report. The lift felt good. Pump feels good as well. I'm afraid I'm gonna be sore. I made some gains since my last push day. I was benching 185 a few days ago. I pushed 190 on my last 2 sets today, so that's good. On my next push day, I wanna go for 195 and see if the scale is still either staying the same or if it's going down. So yeah, thanks for following along with my little experiment. Hope you guys enjoyed.